Man, it's getting chilly out. Now we're getting into the cold season. Sup guys, Kyle with TK Speed Shop. And I'm gonna take a real quick moment to thank you guys for all the love and support that you have shown throughout the past couple months. We have been growing exponentially as a channel, and that is freaking awesome, and I love that. So I want to thank you guys for all that. Take the time to subscribe, like the video, comment, all that stuff. Greatly appreciate it. Now, let's move on to why we are here today. So, guys, in last week's mid video, because I dropped a mid video, we talked about my 1970 Monte Carlo. Now, this car has actually been around since the beginning of my channel, but I really haven't recorded much on it. There's been like little pop-in videos here or there for it. Almost 2 years ago, we moved to this location, and I haven't done anything with this system yet. I kind of got an itch that day when we did that mid video, and I kind of want to go ahead and fool with the Monte Carlo. So today we're going to be doing something short and simple. This is going to be a precursor to the next Monte Carlo video, because we got exhaust stuff, okay? We didn't get a full exhaust kit. We got something off Speed Engineering. It is their LS 3-inch exhaust mid-range kit, okay? So what I'm thinking about doing is I'm thinking about getting up underneath here, figuring all this stuff out, getting this on here. That way we have some form of an exhaust. That way, for our next video on the Monte Carlo, I can go a little bit more in depth with ACES EFI, because that is the system that we're running on this car. And if you have an ACES system and you realize that it's not running right, I have some tips and tricks for you in that next video coming up. And exhaust is going to be one of those things that you're going to kind of need for it to all kind of play well together. But it's been about 2.5 minutes. I'm rambling. Let's get into this Speed Engineering kit. Now, this Speed Engineering kit came with some U's. We got some clamps. Now, we got the X pipe. We're going to be running an X pipe. Yeah. And it came with some clips and some other exhaust pieces. Now, here's something that's very important for you guys. What this kit did not come with, this was their $200-something kit for the mid-range, okay? I have two 18-inch, 3-inch exhaust pieces, okay? This kit does not come with that. You're gonna need this coming up off your headers so you can connect your mid pipe. So think of this as the in-between your mid pipe setup and your headers. You're gonna need this. This is also very important for people running any kind of EFI system that has O2 sensors, because when your O2 sensors are freaking open like mine are, like let's get up underneath here. You see where my O2 sensor is right there? All right, that's not reading crap, okay? So if you're having ACES EFI problems, that's part of it. That's not reading crap. The O2s can't do their job because you have pressure and air coming in right here. So it's not reading. It's not doing nothing. That's what caused you to have sporadic fuel trim. That's what caused your idle to act funny. It plays a part in it not revving. It plays a lot of things. Some people have made it necessary to go into the ECUs and go in there and change and turn off, closed loop and this, that, and the other, but just get some exhaust, okay? Okay. Oh, man. So all this stuff is slipped together. We want this all the way seated. That is seated. Now, what I was gonna do also in this video was I was gonna actually plumb up some brake lines, because I bought a bent brake line kit. What I failed to realize is that I bought the wrong brake line kit, and yeah, that's the thing. If you didn't know that, clearly I was confused and I thought that the Monte Carlo stuff would work, Not the Monte Carlo, the Chevelle stuff would work. Guess what doesn't work? The Chevelle stuff does not work. Yeah. Now, again, that pipe's being very important because if you look right here, this is our transmission cross member. So when we start to go do our X pipe, we're gonna have it come out right here, and it's gonna kind of meet up right. In here, sort of say. Everything looks pretty good. Then realize how clean everything looks down here. I forgot I did all this stuff. I rebuilt this frame with spray paint. Oh, let me move to the other side. Now that I got both of those extensions on, I don't know if you noticed this or not, but that one comes out farther than this one. Now, I will not be cutting the speed engineering kit. I will be cutting this. Our goal is to get this X pipe as close as we can technically get it, because I want my exhaust to be kind of tucked up a little bit. So I'm thinking we need to, at the bare minimum, get it about here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tighten this X pipe up, get it level. I'm gonna get my jack, and I'm gonna jack this up to this. And then I'm gonna get my lines where I need to cut. I would rather cut these extensions than cut the X pipe, because the X pipe, you know, I want them to be even coming all the way out. That's what we got these for. And that, if I mess these up right here, I can just go down to the parts house and pay $10 and get another one of these. So, oh man, why stuff just can't bolt on? Because it never does. All right, so I've already did my eyeball, but what I'm about to do is I'm about to measure this collector distance to the center of this cross member on both sides, and we're gonna see how close my eyeball was. So from the driver's side collector to the middle of this, we're looking at about 20 inches. On the passenger side to the middle of this one, we're looking at about 16 inches. So there's a 4-inch difference. So gotta make that up. This is my passenger, this is my driver's side. I probably could have done a better job. Well, I need to measure the distance between these two blue marks, you know. 4.5. So I was ½ an inch off. That's cool. We can fix that. So we know that's our new mark now. So I'm going to cut this one here and cut this one here. That should give us the correct on the money. Yep. Look, guys, I'm not a fabricator like that. And I pretty suck. I suck at doing exhaust. I don't have the necessary tools. That's 4 inches. That just goes to show you guys, you don't really need all those fancy skill saws and all this. Does it make life easier? Absolutely. But with a little patience, a little eyeball, a little protection, you too could get your exhaust cutting skills. Look at that. I mean, you probably can't tell from that angle, but They're exactly even with each other. And I based my length off the bottom of this pan. So I ran a straight edge across and I got exactly what I wanted. That way, that tucks that X pipe pretty close, but not fully close. That way we can still access stuff. So it'll tuck this X pipe pretty close. So say this is the transmission cross member. It hugs perfectly right up in there. So now we should be able to hoist this up in there, get some clamps on it, and have it dangle, and we can look at it from there. Now, I say that like that's pretty easy, but that's actually pretty difficult being a one-man show. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna bring you back, because it's probably gonna take me an hour, no joke, to get that hoisted up, get it lined exactly where I want it to, and get clamps on it, and then we can go from there. Before I show you, I gotta let you in on a little secret. I messed that up, okay? I don't know where the other piece is at, but I cut way too much off and I was having interference with it touching the cross member. So now, how did I remedy that? Well, I didn't weld it back together. I had some of these extra clamps and I kind of just, you see that tape? Yeah, that tape's the divider, okay? I taped it back together with one wraparound, and then I basically used this clamp and connected them back together. Okay, now before you flame me, I've said it time and time again on this channel that I am not an exhaust guy, nor do I claim to be one. But what this will accomplish is this will at least get the exhaust on, and then you know what? Once the car is running and driving, we can take it to somebody who actually does exhaust work, and they can have the glory of fitting it up. We're just laying out the groundwork, okay? That's all we're doing. We're not trying to go for SEMA built or anything like that. We're just laying out the groundwork. But I got it where I want it for now. Again, I want it tucked farther up, but I live in a realistic world where I am not capable of doing that at this current time. So we're going to let an exhaust shop handle that. What I am going to do is I am going to snap these bolts all together and make them all nice and tight. And then we can throw on the kickouts. And that'll pretty much wrap up this video. Speed Engineering, good job. The mid X pipe 3-inch exhaust set for like 200 something bucks. Great investment. It comes with all the clips and stuff that you need. If you need something to just get you by, it definitely works. It's a good foundation to work off of. If you have really good fab skills, then you can make this stuff work. It's 304 stainless steel. So anyway, let me get up off this floor, tighten these bolts up, and I'll bring you back when we put the other pieces on. Get in your home. There you go. Well, this right here doesn't even have to be perfect. It just has to be good enough. I know I said I was gonna kind of just rough it in and take this to an exhaust shop, but it still doesn't hurt my feelings, the fact that I couldn't get it closer than this. You know what I'm saying? How could I not be happy? Well, I don't know if you can really tell. God, let me take you off the stand. Jesus. Look at that. Look at that X pipe. Let me zoom you in. Look at that. What am I supposed to do with that? Not a damn thing. Ah! Oh man. I'm gonna get from up underneath this thing. I mean, this gotta go to the exhaust shop. We're just gonna rough the stuff up on there. Oh man. Nothing has gone right with this car. I mean, the exhaust is the exhausting. It's not perfect. It's far from perfect, but it's on there. I mean, let's look at it one more time. I mean, it's there, but it's not perfect. I've been whooped today. I'm upset because again, like I said at the beginning, I was gonna do brakes, but I got the wrong brake line kit. Foreshadowing for what we might have in the future. That's great. You know what? I'm gonna end this video off in the right manner. I'm about to go to the store and I'm about to go get some gas. Okay, got a little nipply outside. Like I was saying, we're gonna razzle dazzle, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna fire this off and see what it sounds like with the exhaust. I did go ahead and order some more stuff. I'm unsure if it's gonna make it in this video or not. It's just killing me that I don't have that exhaust. Like, I don't have it even down there. That's absolutely frying me right now because, yeah, not an exhaust guy, but I probably could have did a better job. I'm not gonna lie. So I did order some other stuff. I doubt I put that in the video. We just got some more different clamps and stuff to make it go on a lot better. I was trying to use those not the butt connectors for the exhaust, but I was trying to use lap connectors, and then I realized that that's not the way to go. So my bad. But yeah, let me set you guys up and I'm gonna go ahead and give it a little starty start. That way you guys know that this ACES stuff actually works. Because I get a lot of questions like, man, my ACES system don't even work. Like, yeah, it's a learning curve for sure. But, I mean, if you just take the time with the stuff, it'll work. All right. I'll get you in an angle where you can see me so there's no movie magic. So. Almost, come on. Don't make me look a fool in front of the camera. It works. I got this weird noise going on, and I'm pretty sure it's my alternator. I'm pretty sure my alternator's fried because I didn't have my alternator wired up correctly to actually charge. So, pretty sure I got a fried alternator. All right. Well, I done thought it over since I've been sitting here for this short amount of time. I'm going to call it a video, guys. The gasoline fumes are definitely scorching my eyes right now. It's cold. But let's throw all that away. Should you buy the Speed Engineering mid-pipe section kit thing for like 200 some bucks? Absolutely. Especially if you have fabrication skills. Buy it. They're good pieces. They're quality. They're 304 stainless. I also have Speed Engineering headers on this car. I also have Speed Engineering headers on the bread box. I will be putting Speed Engineering headers on the 77. You see the trend here? You see the trend here. You guys know I'm not sponsored, but when I see a good product, I like to share it. I guess next video I'm gonna be doing some more in depth finagling with the Aces EFI. So you guys will probably get an Aces EFI video explaining some startup stuff, some little troubles you're having with the idle, adjusting your fuel trim levels, like the some little small things that you could probably get it going good enough to either A, drive it like that, or take it to somebody in the area that does tuning and you could actually get it there. So this was Kai with TK Speed Shop. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. If you have not had the time to check out any of my other videos, please check out my other videos. Like I said at the beginning of the video, we are growing exponentially as a channel, and that makes me so very happy. I know this video was kind of like, and you're probably like, man, just work on the Yukon or just work on the Trans Am. Like, guys, look, we got parts that got to come in. We got to spend the monies. And like, it's like, this is the problem with having 15 million different projects is I can't really focus on one singular project to save my life. So I'm kind of like here. Oh, did I mention we still have the Dart? Yeah, that's a whole nother thing that we got to fool with too. But be safe, stay bundled up, drink plenty of water, and I'll see you in the next video. And they say the Aces EFI stuff don't work. I'll admit, I was kind of upset and spaghetti when I first started my Aces adventure. I'm not going to lie. Nope. But I took the time. I read the forums. I got some information. I read information. I lie.